All right, guys, welcome in MTG Game State. We're back at it after a nice month-long break. It's your boy Smoke Packs. We're gonna get into some MTG news. I got an article, got some Assassin's Creed spoilers, and of course, top 3 with the honorable mention of the week. Let's get it on. Boom, he's him. So I think we're gonna try this for the segment. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments below with the camera and everything. I think this is nice. Get a little personal here. Now, I wanted to get into, so we're into the Assassin's Creed spoilers, which we're gonna shortly talk about. It's gonna be a full standard set based around Assassin's Creed. It's like a couple hundred something cards. And this article, I'll link it in the comments and we'll have it in description too of the upload. This article, though, on mtgrocks.com. MTG Assassin's Creed exposes major Universes Beyond problem. And Universes Beyond is basically, we were talking about this, the IPs that Magic is teaming up with to, you know, just expand fan bases and combine fan bases, really extend communities together across all different platforms, or like media platforms, you know? You get what I'm saying? So, Alex Atkin on the article. Let's see what he's got to say a little bit here. After 2 days of non-stop card reveals, the spoiler season of Assassin's Creed's already over. While a lot of MTG players are getting some cool new toys, even in Modern, some are seriously missing out. If you're a green player, the Assassin's Creed MTG set is kind of terrible, with barely a handful of new cards to enjoy. In green, there's a clear disparity in the support each color has received. This is fun. This in turn has revealed major problems facing not just Assassin's Creed, but all Universes Beyond MTG sets. So, short end of the stick, we got a spoiler here. This is Aveline de Grand Pré, 4-drop, Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1 counters on that creature. All right, so we already got Death Touch matters. And it has Disguise, that's nice. So Disguise is returning, we're seeing in Assassin's Creed, which makes complete sense. So in total, the Assassin's Creed set only contains 11, holy shit. Sorry for swearing, but come on. 11 green MTG cards. That includes 6 multicolored cards. What? One of which is a reprint, while multicolor is typically the way to go in Commander. And I'm not trying to like get controversy or like, that's crazy. Multicolor is typically the way to go in Commander. Naya and Bant don't quite scratch the mono green itch. Naya and Bant can be used in Standard and Pioneer and all that, but yeah, usually 3 colors you want in Commander. So this lack of mono green cards wasn't bad enough. Only one of them is really good. That being said, the only interesting mono green card we did get isn't even that impressive. So basically, the author wants to break down that the reason behind the color disparity in Assassin's Creed isn't really due to the Wizards. Instead, the problem with the set stemmed from the Assassin's Creed franchise itself. It's really themed around like creature types, so like assassins, murder, stealth. It's not really going to be around green. So they didn't have enough material to pull. It's not that big of a deal. But worryingly, this is not just a problem with Assassin's Creed universe. As Mark Rosewater has been discussing recently, many, if not most franchises don't fully support MTG's color pie. As a result, Universes Beyond sets have a danger of having a wonky color distribution, which is a major problem for draft sets. Yeah, especially drafting a full-size different IP set. This is new. Or no, Lord of the Rings actually kind of introduced it first, but not having a full color set is crazy. Lord of the Rings had a good color set, I felt, but only 11 green cards. That's pretty nasty. I don't know. Mark Rosewater, lead head designer of Magic, it seems like he's aware of what's going on. It's not like they don't plan for this, but they're just keeping it honest here, okay? So with little aquatic life, few iconic spells, and minimal inherently blue character, Wizards was left clutching at straws somewhat. This can be seen, they're probably talking about Doctor Who. This can be seen in sets blue draw spells such as Birthday Escape. While this card is a nice flavorful addition to the set, it being a draw spell is somewhat odd, just like Captain Umbar. So similarly, Doctor Who was plagued by this issue due to the lack of outright evil. While there are monsters aplenty, few fit Black's identity, where Black wants like demons, devils. Devils are red, but they want more demons, warlocks, just straight evil, you know? Malevolent. Ultimately, the unusual design of some blue Lord of the Rings cards is likely due. See, I guess they're hitting the already. There's some disparity of unbalance in color pies across full IP sets. In Commander, we can adjust for that, but in the 60 card formats, they're really specific on their colors, and this article I felt was really important because the Universes Beyond was already making an impact in Modern and Legacy, with just the cards really breaking through and kicking 30-year-old like strategies asses. So that's that. Now I don't want to get too deep into Assassin's Creed, but we will get into the spoilers just for flavor. I've played the game when it first came out. It's been a part of my life. Not like I'm a fan of it that hard, but like the series has been a part of my life as like far as releases, like, you know, for good like 10, 12 years or something. So when the game first came out, I have to say it was a real gigantic big deal. Another moment in time I have is reading Game Informer and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, the pirate one. That was a gigantic deal. That's like real huge fan favorite. Maybe might be a lot of people's favorite outside of I think Assassin's Creed 3 might also be a fan favorite. So Assassin's Creed is basically set in our modern time where human beings kind of have this Matrix world going where there's this thing called the Animus, which can help people time travel back to their ancestors, like genetically through time, so they can become them and see their experiences and like affect stuff. And this guy Altair, he gets the chance to do that, and it's a real fun game series. Like, I sincerely recommend playing the first one. Too much stuff goes down I can't even talk about. So we're gonna get into it. A lot of assassins, possibly a lot of equipment. So we got the Hidden Blade. Enters the battlefield, attached to target creature you control. If that creature is an assassin, it gains death touch. This is great. Too bad my Kelosine deck, which would need this, revolves around odd cost cards because I have an Obosh partner, so that kind of sucks. Maybe we could rework it later on, but I like the restrictions and the themes I set there. The Animus is another card. It's like, this is the thing that allows them to go back in time. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to one target legendary creature card from a graveyard with a memory counter on it. Tap until your next turn. Target legendary creature you control becomes a copy of target creature card in exile with a memory counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. Take a sip of cola there. So far, interessante. We went over Leonardo da Vinci and Cleopatra before in previous episodes. You can see MTG Game State, possibly episode 2 or 3, because these got spoiled a very super long time ago. But I like that we're seeing Etched foil return. Those are some of my favorite foils. So just real quick, we're gonna get into Altair. He's the main character of the first game and the whole series generally. Each game has a different character, but he's like the forerunner. 3-drop assassin, first strike. When he attacks, exile up to one target assassin creature card from your graveyard with a memory counter on it. Then for each creature card you own in exile with a memory counter on it, create an attacking token that's a copy of it. Exile those tokens at the end of combat. Very weird sending your assassins to grave, exiling them, and then using them as copies later. Very wide-ranging tactic. I believe we've talked about Haystack before, but I really like it. Haystack. In all Assassin's Creed games, you get to climb to the highest point of the game and then like dive, and you get to land in like a haystack or a hay bale. It's really funny. So 2-drop, 1 a white for 2 tap, target creature you control phases out. Love that. Love that. Cassandra seems new. Haste enters the battlefield. Search your graveyard, hand, and library for a card named the Spear of Leonidas. Put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. When a creature you control with the legendary equipment attached to it deals combat damage to a player to draw a card. A lot of words for a small drop. Damn. Sort of Feast and Famine. I saw earlier that the Sword Cycles are coming back, but Sort of Feast and Famine. That's really cool that it's getting Assassin's Creed treatment. Love to see that. Ezio is another fan favorite character. That's cool, he's in black. Assassin spells you control have free running too. Free running is a mechanic in the game of Assassin's Creed where it allows you to parkour through everything. That's one of the cool things about the game when it first came out. And free running is you may cast a spell for its free running cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with an assassin or commander. Okay, so it sounds similar to, I think, I I forget the ability, but there's kind of a similar ability where if you deal combat damage to a player, you get to play the card. I believe, not Blitz, whatever. When Ezreal deals combat damage to a player, you may pay Wooburg. All 5 colors of Magic is known as Wooburg. White, blue, which is UB. Black, which is B. Red, green. If that player has 10 or less life, when you do, that player loses the game. This is going to be good in 60 card formats. I don't know how it's going to be in Commander. Maybe it could be a Commander, a 5 color Commander itself. That's very muy interesante. So great to see Ezreal there. The showcase frames I thought are very weird. They're kind of in tune to the artistic style of Assassin's Creed. I kind of like it actually, but it is weird for a Magic card frame to see. Very strange. I like the set though. I like the set. It sucks to hear that the color disparities there, but hey. So we have another Ezreal, Death Touch. Whenever an assassin you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay. What's our land cycle like? Okay, just regular tap lands. And Assassin's Creed focuses on real history, so there's like kind of like mythology. Like we got Excalibur, Mjolnir, which I thought was pretty interesting. Brotherhood Regalia. The Assassins are kind of a part of a brotherhood. I believe they're part of the Illuminati. And it's pretty crazy. Like the first game's all about like the Illuminati, history, time travel. Really, really great game if you're into that stuff. It's for fucking real. This looks like a callback to Assassin's Creed 5 maybe? But that kind of looks like I don't know, looks Greek. When Artetestia attacks with an assassin crewed at this turn, draw a card. It becomes an assassin in addition to its other types until end of turn. That's pretty nice. It's got Island Walk, I like that. We got a Smoke Bomb, traditional ninja assassin weapon. All creatures have Shroud. Holy shit. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Smoke Bomb. When you do, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. This is a powerhouse of an artifact. Broken. Cute design, they're saying in the comments. It'd also be kind of funny to screw with Voltron players in response to auras being casted. Very weird. Very weird. Hidden Blade, what can we say, guys? This is the classic. This is another iconic part of Assassin's Creed, is the Hidden Blades. So, 2-drop artifact with flash, meaning you can cast it anytime you got priority on the stack. Enters the battlefield, attached to target creature you control. If that creature is an assassin, it gains Death Touch. We already looked at that, but just rereading here, just catching our steps. So Mjolnir, Thor's Hammer, enters the battlefield attached to target legendary creature you control. When equipped creature attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put its stun counter on it. Then Mjolnir deals damage and each opponent. Then Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tap creatures that opponent controls. What the fuck? Tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. Then Mjolnir deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of tap creatures that opponent controls. Holy shnikes. Spurts coffee from nose, that's what I'm saying. God damn. Yeah, this should be in the upcoming Marvel set because it's Mjolnir, but hey. Sometimes cards like hint into the other cards. So we're gonna save some of these spoilers, get into them. We got a big episode. We got a big chunky episode. Maybe we'll look in a couple more. See, Towering Viewpoint. This is the thing in the game. This is a very flavorful part of Assassin's Creed. You get to the Towering Viewpoint, you jump, and you land in the haystack. Defender Reach, Leap of Faith, pay 3, target creature gains flying until end of turn. This is pretty nasty of a defending artifact that gives out flying. Wow. Three entry cost is kind of high, I get it. Sword of Light and Shadow reprint. I get it. Yggdrasil, we got a French card. Excalibur, Sword of Eden. This spell costs X less to cast, it's 12 drop, where X is the total amount of value of historic permanents you control. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Equipped creature gets +10, +0, has vigilance. Equipped legendary creature too. This guy's saying completely insane in Galta. Yeah, maybe this might be nice in Commander for like a one-off powerhouse of your Commander type thing. Like just buffing them. Now I feel like we used to have gods only in the Theros set of Magic. They're a big, gigantic deal now. They've been printing, I feel like every set gets printed them. So, those who came before, this spell costs 1 less to cast for each historic card in your graveyard. Exile any number of historic cards from your graveyard with total value 30 or greater. You get an emblem with creatures you control have base power toughness 9/9. Interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out in the 60 card formats. I see this being useful in Commander. All right, so into the colors, and I really can't see, like, just first off, what's spoiled. I'm not, and this should be the full set. Not seeing a lot of green. There's the green right there. All of our green is there, and I'm here. We got some sagas. Desmond is the main character. He goes back in time to connect with Altair, his ancestor. He has Menace, gets +1 for each other assassin you control and each other assassin card in your graveyard. He can get pretty big. When he deals combat damage to a player, surveil X, where X is that amount of damage that was dealt to that player. That's pretty nutty for a 2-drop Menace. I like this art for What Must Be Done. Let the World Burn, release Juno. Okay. So just looking over this set, I kind of like it, kind of weirded out by it. It is what it is. But hey. All right. Whoa. We got a spoiler already. You guys just saw already too much. I've shown you too much, but hey. So we're gonna get into our top cards of the week here. And I did pretty good curated list for us. So looking at card number 1, kind of got a question mark on this one. Sway of Illusion. It's been flatlined since it ever had life. Since the website MTG Stocks came online, now boom, seeing big hit up to probably like $1, but we're seeing it listed $7, close to 7. Like, we'll round to $7, okay? Pretty much from pennies to $7. This is a very weird case, very strange on the pulse. It probably has to do with spoilers. Any number of target creatures become the color of your choice until end turn. Draw a card. This is pretty good because it's a 2-drop entry instant that's letting us draw, and it's kind of changing our creature's color choice. Maybe that's good to get around in case someone's got protection from something in Commander. Otherwise, it's legal in Legacy Vintage. I don't see what's up with that. No recent decks. Hasn't really been talked about. But cards like this could be a spec, not reserved list, but cards like this you do want in the collection, especially for Commander. You can always find a home, especially in something that's gonna really care about colors matters. So that's just a real quick intro, just getting our feet wet here. Now this is a card I've seen around for a long time. Always kind of went, huh? But it's finally found a good use, good home. Ashes of the Fallen, 2-drop artifact. As Ashes of the Fallen enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Each creature card in your graveyard has the chosen creature type in addition to its other types. Okay, keep up. Now it's been flatlined, 30-cent cards, kind of not seeing a lot of use. Got bumped up. Average listing was seeing $9.44 being bought. Market buying at $5. But currently, we're seeing average listing being at $17. Market's buying at 13. Card Kingdom, we're seeing 11. $13, let's say. That's pretty interesting. It's gotten that high up, and it's because of the Tarmogoyf Commander deck, which cares about the Lurgoyf creature type and graveyard, and it makes sure, as long as there's all these Lurgoyfs in your graveyard, everything becomes powerful. Why not give other creatures that aren't necessarily Lurgoyfs that type in the grave? Soak up that value. And I've seen this card do a lot of work. It's pretty broken. On Spell Table, actually. We've been playing a lot of Spell Table in the weekdays, off schedule of our normal streams. Thursday through Sunday is usually our normal stream schedule, but Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, I've been getting up and doing some Spell Table. This card I've seen in the Lurgoyf deck. Not to be fucked with. All right, moving on. Spreading Plague is Coming up for number 3, I thought this is a very interesting card. 5-drop, legal and commander, vintage and legacy. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, destroy all other creatures that share a color with it. They can't be generated this turn. This seems to be kind of themed with Sway of Illusion. Maybe build up a board state, play this, fuck with your opponents, and then if someone's just gonna say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, change your color with Sway of Illusion and protect yourself. So maybe we got some trolls here. Destroy all creatures that share a color with it. So if we're gonna destroy all black creatures, why play Sway of Illusion, turn my black creatures into blue? And then you draw a card on top of it. It's a good seven mana overall kind of combo there. So maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe that's what we're reading into, is some commander players are getting a little cheeky here, so they're buying up. Or maybe there's a card that really cares about these kinds of interactions too. We haven't really gotten it on our radar just yet, but in my research, I thought that was pretty funny. So, average listing, $17, market's buying at $13, and it's kind of gone as a $5 or $6, $10 card, like a bulk card. Now seeing a tech use home. Very interesting, muy interesante. $10 in Card Kingdom, 34 as a foil. I mean, it is from Scourge, from a long time ago, but that's crazy, dude. And now the spoiled honorable mention. This card is literally nutty. Like, this is probably the most nuts card we've had in all of MTG Game State. Scarblade Elite, okay? 2-drop Black Elf Assassin. Exile an assassin card from your graveyard. Destroy target creature. So we already looked at the Assassin's Creed spoilers, right? And we saw that Ezio, he cares about your graveyard, and it looks like Altair might. It looks like Desmond also might. I don't think Altair did. Yeah, Altair also did. So once you get value out of those, or even if you don't want to necessarily, maybe you could use Altair's ability, exile assassin card and create a copy, but before you exile that assassin, tap Scarblade to hit it to get his ability, and then both abilities go off. We're talking a lot of math. But this card specifically, legal and legacy, modern, vintage, and commander. So not only the 99, but we're seeing it in the 60 card formats, and especially the 60 card formats that matter. I know Pioneer, Historic, and Pauper are really hot, but how I grew up, Modern was the way. Can't believe Vintage has life, can't believe Legacy has life, but I can see Legacy and Modern really finding a home for this card if the Assassin's Creed cards find a home there as well in those formats. So, seeing listing, literally, we're seeing a lot of penny cards hit some spec life. Back in 2022, it got some life. Maybe people got word of this set way ahead of time and we're just getting their beaks wet. Who knows? Who knows? Average listing $10, 49 cents. Market's buying at $12. Market's buying higher. They're listing low. What the heck's going on? Card Kingdoms, you could probably buy it for $6. I doubt it. Maybe. We could check. We could check. Nope, out of stock. Out of stock. All right, that's the segment, guys. That's MTG Game State. I think I like the update to the format, getting me on camera here while we yell at the laptop. I think this is a good way. Getting an MTG article in too is also, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So we're gonna end it there. Like, subscribe, follow, share all the bullshit. Let me know what you guys think can be improved or what you like about this. I like our era. Other than that, we're on the pulse. We're back at it. You'll see the uploads when they're there on Smoke Packs on YouTube. So.